Hey, and welcome back to Creating Wealth Consciousness. I'm Jennifer Blanchard, the Feel Good Life Coach and Mindset Alchemist, who helps you to reclaim your worthiness and tell a new story about yourself and your life. So in this episode, I want to go over 3 of my absolute favorite top money beliefs that you want to take on for yourself if you desire to have wealth consciousness. All right, so the very first belief that we're going to talk about is money is a tool that allows me to serve more people. The more money I have, the more people I can help. All right, so belief number 1, the more money I have, the more people I can help, right? So the reason this is a belief you want to take on is that a lot of times we're taught that having money is a bad thing, that being rich is a bad thing, that wealthy people are bad, that people who have money are bad or they do bad things, or money is the root of all evil, or whatever nonsense things you've been told about money your entire life. And this is a belief that kind of knocks that out, right? That kind of lets you see that actually having money is of service. It is of value to you and to other people for you to have money, right? Because you can't help people if you're broke, if you can't help yourself, right? You can't help anybody else because you're not taken care of. So money is actually a tool that helps you to take care of yourself and to take care of the things you need to take care of so that you can do your work in the world, so that you can serve people, and so you can show up powerfully. So that is the first money belief that you want to take on. The next money belief you want to take on is me having lots of money, being rich, being wealthy is of value to myself and the world. All right, so you having money, being rich, being wealthy is of value to yourself and the world. That is a really powerful money belief. And the reason you want to take this one on is because a lot of times, like I've said in the previous belief, we get told stuff about money that isn't true. And one of those things is that money makes you a bad person, right? That if you have money, you're going to do bad things, you're going to be a bad person, you're going to get corrupted, all of this stuff. And actually, that is so far from the truth, right? Money is neutral. It doesn't have a stance one way or the other, right? It's not good, it's not bad. It is based on the person who has the money. And the best part is that money is a magnifier. So it magnifies who you already are. So if somebody is bad who has money, if somebody who's rich is, a little Ebenezer Scrooge and tries to pinch pennies and doesn't help anybody and doesn't give the money, that is not a reflection of money. That is a reflection of that person. It magnetizes who you are, right? So if you know that you're a good person with a good heart and good intentions, who cares about people and cares about doing good in the world, then you having money is of value, right? Because you can do good things with that money. You can help more people. You can donate to charities you care about. You can send money to the people in your family and to the people you care about. There's so much more you can do having money than you can do without it, right? So more people who are like you and who are like me, right? Who are good people, kind people, heart-focused people, right? We are the people who need to have more money because we are the people who are going to do good things in the world. So it is not of value for you to not have money, right? It is of value for you to be rich, to be wealthy, to have abundance and financial freedom, because that allows you to be more, that allows you to do more, and allows you to be of value and of service to the rest of the world. So that is your second money belief that you want to take on, and it is a super powerful one. And for me, it was so life-changing to take this belief on because I always believed that money was a bad thing, right? That having a lot of money was going to make me bad or was going to do something bad. Now I see the error in my ways, right? Now I see that being spiritual and having money are one and the same, right? It is not one or the other. They are one and the same. And people who are spiritual, who are good people, should have money because we are the ones who are going to use it for good in the world. So that is why you're watching this video series, right? Because you want to create wealth consciousness for yourself and so you can help other people. So that is money belief number 2. And money belief number 3 is the better it gets, the better it keeps on getting. The more money I receive, the more money I keep on receiving. All right, so the better it gets, the better it keeps on getting. That is one of my absolute favorite beliefs just in general, but you can also make this more specific to money by saying things like, the more money I receive, the more money I receive, the richer I get, I get richer and wealthier as I get older, whatever version of that feels good to you. But you really want to remind yourself that it doesn't have to go backwards, right? We're taught things like, oh, success doesn't last and money doesn't last and it's going to backslide and you're going to end up broke again and all these things. But the truth is, if you have wealth consciousness, that could never happen. So even a wealthy person who loses all their money gains it back, right? Not that long after. And why is that? Because they have wealth consciousness. So no matter what happens to them, they know that they're going to be okay. They know more money is going to come to them at some point because that is their consciousness. And that is the awareness that they have in the world, and that is what shows up for them. So knowing this, right, taking on the belief that the better it gets, the better it keeps on getting is only going to serve you, in knowing that it doesn't have to go the other direction, right? And this was a really, really good one for me, because I was raised to think that you had to knock on wood when good things happen, because then something bad might happen, right? Or good, my mom used to always say bad things happen in threes, or good and bad things happen in threes. So if three things bad happen, then like you're done. But like if two things happen, there's still one more coming, right? All these things that we don't need to believe, because it's not true. It's just simply a story that someone else made up and told to somebody. So knowing that, you can decide that you are now going to believe in the good, right? Believe that the better it gets, the better it keeps on getting, and that you never have to worry, right? Because it gets better every single day. And I know for a 100% fact that that is true, because my life today is a million times better than it was a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, etc. So the better it gets, the better it keeps on getting. Believe this, and believe this in your money situation, right? So the more money I make, the more money I make, the more money I receive, the more money I receive, right? So it just keeps coming. It's a flow. That is going to serve you in really filling the other two beliefs, right? That if you have the money flow, you will be of value to the world, you will be of value to yourself, and you will be able to do so much more with it. So those are the 3 money beliefs that I would recommend that you take on. And it does take time to program a new belief. So don't worry if you're like, oh my God, this doesn't feel true to me right now. It's totally fine. You will get there, right? Just every day, either write these beliefs out, say them to yourself, listen to yourself saying them. So record yourself saying them and then listen to it over and over again, whatever works for you. But the point is, instill these beliefs into your subconscious mind, and that requires repetition, most importantly. So that is it for this week's episode of the Creating Wealth Consciousness Show. I'm so excited for you to try these out and let me know how they go for you in the comments. That is it for now. Until next time, remember, feeling good is the point and the path.